Black Box Production.
You know, from when I was young in Alabama, I was in a predominantly, if not all black environment. Huntsville, Alabama. You had Oakwood College, then you had Alabama A&M, and then you had UAH. UAH would be the only institution on, probably was, I don't remember, I was young, but because I'm just saying it's white, it probably was bigger than both of the two that other I named, but it appeared that in our site that Oakwood was smaller of all three, but it seemed like A&M, UAH, I believe the name of it was, not sure, but it was the white school UAH, and then A&M and Oakwood. So all black, really, of what our interaction was. We didn't really too much with the others, but I remember at that time, damn, I lost my thought. I say that to say, damn. Oh, the thing was, my cousin Clarence and a lot of his partners, my homeboy Tone Capone, shout out to Slim Thursday, aka Slim Paris. They, at very young age, 18, 19, became Masons. And at that time, being that young, I was younger than them. They were older than me. I was like 17. That was my that was my introduction to the concept of a Mason. So they was joining it more so like they wasn't with the gang banging with their lifestyle, but it's obviously and apparently there's something that we're lacking culturally amongst us, camaraderie, brotherhood, that attracts us to the organization, the group type activity. However, that set aside, on top of that, they were freshmen in college, sophomores in college, whatever it might have you. And my immediate friends and cousins, the ones that I just mentioned, they went to a private school. Oakwood College is a Christian college, and they don't allow the real fraternities to establish themselves on their campus. So if you go to Oakwood and you pledge a fraternity, you're basically pledging a vegetarian fraternity. It's not the real deal. They got their names that kind of sound like the fraternities, but it ain't the same thing. The pledge process is watered down, the whole thing. So my cousin and them, they pledged the Oakwood fraternity, Alpha Roll Raw Dogs. That was boo-boo. I guess that didn't quite satisfy their real desire of that, whatever it is that we yearn for. So then on top of that, they went Mason. They went down. They call it going down. And on my mama, it used to look hard to me with the Masons, cause when you in the club and you doing your thing, hanging, chilling, partying, whatever you doing, a scuffle break out. The Masons used to always throw up an L, bam. And I don't care where you at. Everybody in the club, all the L's will go up and all the L's will just come together. I don't give a fuck how deep you was. By the time all the L's got together, it looked like you better hope your problem ain't with one of them, whatever it is. And it was like, whoop, I think that's what attracted my cousins and them to it. They was in Huntsville before me. Like 2 years before I got there, they was there. I went first in 91 because my mama and her sister, which is my cousin mama, and me and my cousin that stayed and my other cousin, his brother, we all took a road trip to take him the first time to Huntsville in the van. When we dropped him off in 91. So I was there, met his few close partners that end up to be my partners all the way to these days, a couple of them, and we left him there, and then I came in 93 and joined the crew and did my thing in 93. But anyway, they went down with the whole Mason. I didn't really understand what Mason was. All they used to tell me is, man, it's like, they used to act like they went through a process they couldn't tell me. But I'm going to tell you what they did tell me on my mama. I know you had to ride a bull, ride a goat or something, ride the goat. Then you got to get buried alive, go through a process, something like getting caught on the gang to where you get blindfolded. And I don't know if they really punch you up, but you get kind of roughed up. And then there's some whole other stuff that they wouldn't mention. And then it's supposed to be a secret organization, secret society where I caught a case in Huntsville, my nigga, young, 17. And because my cousin was a Mason, I was a juvenile. So as I was first going to my first court proceedings, they closed. You can't, you know how grown-ups, anybody could come in court and just witness. Everybody just can't come in court and witness in juvenile court. So when I was out there trying to make a plea, like, look, man, I'm a minor. I ain't got no mama, no daddy, no auntie, no uncle, nobody out here to represent me in this court, but I do got a cousin who older than me. Can he at least sit in here to whoop? So, but I also wanted my cousin to be a witness. I was trying to put my game together of what I was going to say, and he the only person I trusted because I really knew all my life that I could put a script together with and put up on the stand. I ended up having to go with my broad. She got up there on the stand and tried to like put a script together, but she got kind of crossed up by the DA, but no, that's off the subject. But so I said, I want my cousin in. They like, so look, your cousin could either be a witness or he could be in there through the whole thing, because once a witness testifies, they're no longer allowed to hear any other testimony or part of the proceeding. They only allowed to be in the court for the moment of their testimony, so nothing they can say can be tainted or anything of that nature. So they presented me with the option. This is how long I've been litigating on my own behalf. I made this request and politic this. They like, well, look, you can either have him in there as to sit there and observe the whole thing, or you can have him as a witness, either or. So I said, fuck it. Let him come in there and try to observe the whole thing, because he got me convinced, because he a Mason. He could sit there and like flash some signs and bam, bam. And the judge, they telling me everybody a Mason in high places. That's on my mama, on God in heaven. I can't say this because we flying one time, fast. And I'm talking about doing stupid. We youngest, just think we young in the country. It's wide open. We doing dumb speed, stupid speed. And they get on this whoop, like, damn, pull us over, wham. That's on my mama. My boy Slim, shout out Slim, my boy. Hey, that's what my mama told Capone, was like, don't say nothing, word, don't say nothing. He from New York, like, don't say nothing. And when the officer, he was a black officer, when he came up to the window, he reached his hand out the window, shook his hand, and the officer said, what you know about that? He was like, what you know about that, my nigga? He was a fool, he was a teenager getting that grown me. He was like, what you know about that? And then he got him out the car, and next thing they went and talked, he got back in the car and was like, drive away real slowly. He was in the back seat passenger. He said, drive away real slowly, seatbelt on, use your blinker. On my mama. So I was convinced that my cousin coming in court was going whoop, wop, bam. Man, they still certified me as a dope, sent me to the county. On my mama. But that masonry is what they had became involved in. And I believe your boy T.I., Clifford, I believe they Masons on my mama.
Snake Wood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.